welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell. You'll get all the updates. Really excited for today's beer. It's courtesy of my man Tom. Thanks so much, Tom. Really appreciate it. It's Pliny the Elder. What more is there to say? The OG double IPA, a beer I've had a decent number of times but never reviewed. So yeah, really excited to do that. Proper glassware, so that's always exciting. Hashtag proper glassware. And oh crap, is there a little bit of a glare up there? Okay. Well, I guess I better do proper hashtag, proper hatwear. And yes, this is the best shirt hat combo I could find, so I know I don't quite match. And yeah, really excited for this beer. It's I did Pliny the Younger the other day, and he was nice enough to give me the Russian River new hazy IPA they did, and then the classic Pliny the, what's that? There's not enough Pliny the Elder gear in the shot. Okay. How about hashtag proper tinware? We'll put that right here. Hope that's kind of in the shot. I didn't prep this at all. And yeah, really excited to get into it. And I don't have a bottle opener. Wait, yes I do. Hashtag proper bottle opener. I think I've exhausted all my Pliny the Elder gear and nerdery, so let's get into it. No, I really don't have anything else. Just wash this glass out. I'm sure it won't look like that, but let's find out. Really excited to do the most classic of classic West Coast double IPAs on this fine evening with a dirty glass. And we'll pretend that bottom is going away. There we go. Ish. Yeah, I mean, it's... actually, it's a little lighter than I'm thinking. It'll be interesting what the camera's pulling in terms... Because I have the lights coming at me. It's very yellow, straw color, barely darker than like what I think a Pilsner looks like. But yeah, I'm curious what you guys are seeing on your end, besides a lot of bubbles. Yeah, just under a finger, barely white head. There's tiny, small, medium, and big bubbles. I got everything going there. See about the aroma. Oh, and this beer's exactly 3 weeks old, FYI. I'm getting a lot of orange zest. Actually cut that with some lemon and grapefruit zest as well. Touch of pine, not a lot. A little bit of dankness for sure. Somewhat sweet, but not like... It's definitely not overly sweet. It's a nice aroma. It's kind of like when I was doing that Pliny the Younger, it's that word balanced, and I won't get on my high horse about, the pros of balanced beers, but this aroma is quite lovely and balanced, but it's not, you have these, and again, I swear I'm not going to get on a high horse, these beers that are certain flavor bombs, and then you have beers that are well-made, and not that those aren't necessarily well-made, but well-balanced. And this aroma, and I think when I get into the taste, I'm going to feel the same way, has a really nice balanced flavor. I'm sorry, aroma, but the flavor I think is as well. Let's get into that taste. Cheers. A little bit more dank on the tongue than I got in the aroma. That end to finish and aftertaste is so much grapefruit zest, peel, the pith, so much. Wow. Like, kind of like the aroma though, cut with a little bit of lemon too. Not getting that orange thing as much. But let me do another sip and kind of explain the actual, what it's doing across your palate when it's still in your mouth. So a little bit more of that West Coast orange thing early on. There's a nice prickly carbonation. The hops are, there's definitely malt in it, but the hops, I can't help but feel like there's like residual hop oil on my tongue, which I haven't had that sensation in a while. Um, but yeah, a little bit of a little bit more of that dank. Then I got the aroma, a little bit of pine. Um, but again, like I was saying, the aroma, and like I was gonna, assuming, and it has been a while since I've had a pine of the elder, although I've had it several times. Um, so yeah, like descriptors and stuff weren't fresh in my mind by any stretch of the imagination. I was thinking I'd have a little bit more pine. There's some more pine needles. Yeah, like evergreen. But without that, potentially, not that this isn't a refreshing beer, but it's not like this, like piney. For some reason, I want to associate it with like a freshness, not sterile. Freshness. This I'm not doing a good job describing this pine thing. Um, okay, yep, I got it. How super bright pine can almost come across as some sort of like minty fresh thing. That's what I mean by freshness. Like your mouth is fresh feeling. And it's not quite that piney where it's almost approaching like a spearmint or something. Um, yeah, I mean it's a good, well balanced. You got great level of bitterness. It is such, and I've talked to a few people on the channel, in real life, via text message lately, just kind of having, knowing I had this in my possession and then that Pliny the Younger, just the trip down memory lane. Like, these are good beers, and I'm not lecturing anyone, but like, I love the juicy, New England style IPAs today. I love them. I review a ton of them. I think it's pretty obvious. But like, these beers are phenomenal too. And it's so weird to like review one of those where it's just like, yes, this tastes straight up like juice. There's like a little bit of bitterness. I know I'm drinking a beer, but it's so juicy. And it's awesome. And I love that. I love that. I love that. And then you go to something like this and it's just like, well, it's nuance and there's balance and like there's a little bit of this, but it's not overshadowed by the little bit of this I'm getting. And it's like I've been trained, and then like doing big stouts and barrel aged things or like sours with a lot of fruit. Sometimes like those are really easy to review. Not always, but sometimes or more often than not, they're really easy to review because it's like, yeah, this is just juicy, or yeah, the fruit comes through and is playing well with the sourness of the beer, like the giant bourbon note is working with the fudgy dark chocolate, blah 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 blah. And it's so profound and easy. Whereas this, it's subtle, it's soft, it's smooth, it's crisp, it is complex yet it's totally approachable. It's this awesome nostalgia trip to like all the West Coast I drank for the longest time on the regular, and then you got like into some of the East Coast, slightly tweaking it, your flower powers or whatever, your high alive from Cigar City. And then, it keeps evolving. And then these guys, and Joe from Jow's Arcade, whose birthday happens to be today as I'm doing this review, so happy birthday, Joe. Where was I going with this? I'm sorry, I forgot where I was going with that. Just like the classicness of it. Oh, no, I'm sorry, I know where I was going with this. He had commented on my Pliny the Younger one. How did I forget where I was going with this? They've basically been brewing the same beer for like 15 years, and it hasn't changed. It's been consistently awesome, and like, I mean, they're doing well. They expanded all that stuff, but like people have gone away to new IPA styles, and it's that's great and awesome. I'm going to continue doing that, but I feel like I'm preaching. Sorry, everyone, but like go back to these styles, man. This West Coast, those classic pale ales, that Sierra Nevada pale ale, it's definitely, kind of reminded me like go back to those beers. I feel like if I keep talking, it's not going to be about this beer specifically, but just the experiences of when I first got into craft beer and how I wish the new stuff, it coexisted a little bit better with the old school stuff. And myself included, I'm as guilty as anyone, if not more so. So no judgment there. Thanks again, Tom, for the beer. It's freaking awesome. I look so much forward to just sipping on this the rest of the evening. And this hat's very tight and cutting off circulation into my brain. And it might be why words hard, not good, me. Out. But yeah, thanks, Tom. Really appreciate it. You guys for watching. I always appreciate that. Check me out on Instagram on Taps. No Hype beer reviews at both of those places. As always, I swear it's not really doing anything, but I feel like it is because I'm tripping on my words. As always, please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.